Hello, fellow Fuvians. Welcome back to The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, and we've got a special night for you because we are going to continue our adventures on unpacking for Doctor Who Worlds Apart there. But first, we just want to remind everybody, get a chance to do this right now. Go to the YouTube channel at The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. You can find this. Just pull up your YouTube page, type in The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, or go to the link below at youtube.com, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. We would love to hit our goal of 1,000. We are almost there. We're at like 625 or something like that, and we're climbing up very fast. But we want your help to get to our goal. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, stand by, Whovians. My name is Christian Basil. This is The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Basil. Years ago, I had an idea. I got myself a TARDIS. Took it to new places, met a lot of new people, took some great pictures, and talked Doctor Who. From Krypton Radio and the creators of the Hanging With web show, this is The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Join me on my latest adventures and become part of the legend. And just a reminder, Krypton Radio is now Sci-Fi Radio, Sci-Fi.radio, 24 hours of nothing but geek music and podcasts, just like here at The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Go and subscribe over there, and also on their Facebook page at Sci-Fi.radio. Check them out there. Again, folks, my name is Christian. Oh, that was weird. My name is Christian Basil. Welcome to the Traveling TARDIS. We've got an exciting show for you tonight there. Again, if you get a chance, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get all the updates on our upcoming events and, upcoming episodes at youtube.com, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Again, tonight we are going to be continuing our unpacking for Doctor Who Worlds Apart there. You can check them out at doctorwho-worldsapart.com, and definitely tell our friends that the Legend Traveling TARDIS has sent you. And actually, tonight you can do it here because we've got live some of our friends from Doctor Who Worlds Apart. Let me introduce them first. I've got everybody's pointing around out there. Let me introduce the man himself, the CEO of Doctor Who Worlds Apart, Morten Rongaard. How you doing there, Morten? Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Christian. I'm doing great. This is my, almost midnight here now in Denmark. So yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. This is now, I'm just happy to be here. So yeah, really looking forward to it. And I actually brought a special guest, almost my own Easter egg, actually, to joining me this time. So you might want to introduce him. Otherwise, I can do it.
No, that's fine. I'll be happy to introduce him. This is actually the first time we met because Morten just brought him on over there and said, I want to bring on our friend, and I'll let you introduce. I will let him introduce himself. We'll introduce from Doctor Who Worlds Apart, Andy Hauser. How you doing there, Andy? Welcome there. Welcome. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks a lot. It's such a joy to be here. Awesome to be here. Thanks.
And I love your accents, guys.
No. But thanks.
Well, Morten is the CEO of Worlds Apart. What do you do, Andy? And tell us a little bit about yourself and Worlds Apart and what your role is.
So I am the lead game designer on Worlds Apart. It's my responsibility or job to basically make sure that the game looks awesome and feels awesome to play. Everything down from the card mechanics themselves to how the whole game plays out. So.
No, well, thank you there. And I'm going to introduce my other friends there. Melanie Dean, who I can't run a decent show without. How are you doing there, Melanie? Welcome back.
I think you do a fair enough job. But anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight. Round 2. We get to open more packs. We get to talk more about the game. And it's just, I can't wait.
I know. This is exciting. I can't wait till we start playing the game out there. And we've got the lovely, from the rat hole himself, Dave Chapman. Sorry, Mackenzie, I'm going to get to you.
Where's the lovely one? I just
the
see
lovely
me.
Dave from the rathole.ca. Speaking of games, how you doing there, Dave? Welcome back.
I'm doing good. Looking forward to opening a new pack myself and seeing what Mackenzie has, because she's got a few different packs, and so this will be fun.
I know, and we promised, and I apologize, Nisha could not be here tonight, but we are bringing author Mackenzie Flohr back to the stand. How you doing there, Mackenzie? Yeah, turn on your microphone, Mackenzie. Use your sonic screwdriver to turn on your microphone.
I just seen 11, don't mind me. Hello.
Well, welcome, Mackenzie. How has it been? It's been a while since you came back.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Crazy busy.
Now, for those of you just joining us for the Worlds Apart game, we are going to be showing Mackenzie Flohr's pack. That's not an innuendo or anything like that. Sure, we're going to be opening up packs for the game there. And actually, we want to give a big thank you to Morten and the gang out there, because Morten has graciously given us a couple more packs to play with. So we may be, if time permits, we may be opening our packs to see what kind of hidden gems we got, because we are going to be taking each other on. We can't wait until this game gets started there. So without further ado, Morten, I just have a quick question. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how this all started and where it came from. We got we had Tony a couple weeks on who mentioned about the game there, but tell us, you are the CEO, you're the man. How did this all start and where did it come from?
Yeah, if we're not talking only about Worlds Apart, but just Reality Gaming Group in general, it started basically all the way back in 2013. I was living in Spain, coming back from Spain to Denmark with my family, and then I got this whole crazy idea how to change the world with a game. And I was actually looking at my son. My son was my inspiration in this whole thing, because he was online playing on his PlayStation with his friends from Spain. The sun was shining outside, so I wanted to why can't you combine all this? You can be social, you can still bring your game and play your game, and just be interacting with your friends all over the world. So that gave me the first idea actually for an augmented reality game where we were bridging this whole new technology, cool stuff, and then where you can interact and play with your friends. So that's how the whole Reality Gaming Group started. I met Tony, and then together we built Reality Gaming Group. And last year, when we were appointed as the top 25 blockchain game of the world, we approached BBC and said, we have a cool idea. You have a very awesome brand, and it has a depth, it has a story to it. We really want to explore that. And we came back with a concept, and then here we are. So, and that's why I actually chased Andy, just saying that, Andy, I need your help. I need your, you have the knowledge about Doctor Who. So together we actually built that whole concept from scratch. So
now we've been trying to explain the game and we're just terrible at it. We had Tony on, but just to give us a few minutes of a brief synopsis on how Worlds Apart works. For somebody who's just coming off the street, has no idea, how would you explain how Worlds Apart works? It looks awesome, but what are the logistics, and how would you explain to somebody who may not even be familiar with the game?
I think Andy could definitely also take this on if you're just talking about the game itself. But yeah, Andy, maybe you want to take this.
Go for it, Andy.
Sure. So imagine just being able to do anything in the universe that you want to do. Let's say you want to team up with the evil Davros and some Silurians and just beat the heck out of some Time Lords, or vice versa. That's really what we want to build. We want to build this whole kind of choose your identity card game where you can, of course, have multiple different decks, each with their own theme, and just have a bunch of fun with iconic moments and objects and characters from the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how does, just for people who may not have seen the previous episode, where did you guys come up with the idea of blockchain technology, and how does that implement into this game?
That's maybe more my my knowledge. The whole NFT space, I saw this already back when we did the original Our Reality Class thing, where I saw that transforming or creating or giving back the ownership to the players, I think is key. I think the amount of money that people spend on games,
Yeah.
And in theory, it's never their property. That actually irritated me so much. So I like the idea about that it's not in a centralized server, but more in a decentralized version. So you can't alter it. You can't cheat with it. You can do secure trading, and that's why I explored that whole blockchain technology to how can we use this with the smart contracts and secure the ownership and also secure the trading part of it, because it's still a $2 billion problem a year just in where people scamming each other in digital goods. So that thing alone, I think, is just a really good argument why we should solve this, right? Why we should use this whole thing. And then there's a lot of other stuff, and we can see the whole NFT space right now. It's just exploding. But for BBC, this was one of the two key things which they really liked. We are solving the ownership thing and also the secure trading.
Okay, got some there. Well, I'm stumped.
Well, I don't want to say anything because apparently I did a terrible job of explaining the game the last couple of shows. So
No. But we have the CEOs here. We have the creators here.
And again, I have to take it in small steps, right? Because otherwise, if you just babble like with everything, my vision, that whole thing, then suddenly, it can be mind blowing, right? In that sense, how I see the world going ahead, and also we need to take it in steps, because otherwise, just the whole educational just step, just the last couple of years, how to onboard people and get them explained and hype about this is the new thing, right? And I'm trying to really just remove that whole blockchain aspect of it, because it's just a technology. It's a massive, it's so important. It will change the whole gaming industry and the whole world in general. But we need to do it so everybody really don't pay attention to it. It's just a normality, right? It's just there. It's just, so for me, it's just key to try and remove all that friction so people don't have to go on an exchange, create an account, fill out a lot of stuff, and then at seed phrases, remember this, and it's just, you will just lose people, right? So yeah, that's why we were trying to do it as simple as possible, just remembering that gamers just have a credit card and they just want to play, right? So
gotcha. Okay, well, folks, we're going to be going ahead into our commercial break. When we return, Mackenzie's going to open up her packs and see if she can dominate any of us as we continue our process and our journey to play Doctor Who Worlds Apart. When we continue, please continue to stay logged on, tuned in, and become part of the legend.
Bateman.
What's the Bateman?
A novel set in Florida, written by Florida author D.L. Havlin. Suspense, mystery, and murder.
Evidence is in the bait.
The Bateman is available at local bookstores and online.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today. Jackie Sonnenberg's My Soul to Keep is a ghost story rooted in the realities of actual cults. When 13-year-old Sky Monroe arrives at her new boarding school, all she can think about is death and connecting with the afterlife. Soon she discovers her school's spirituality group, the Guardians of Light, and they have a secret. They can speak with the dead, and the organization is a cult. But this isn't Sky's only problem. The campus house where Sky resides is haunted, and even the ghosts have an agenda. They intend on getting the souls they want. Filled with mystery and intrigue plucked straight from the headlines, author Jackie Sonnenberg's research and attention to detail give this ghost story an even more eerie atmosphere. Find My Soul to Keep on Amazon.com today.
Oh, didn't mean that. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Just left that up. But yeah, you can tell. You can tell, professional right here. Speaking for professionals, folks, if you're enjoying us on the YouTube channel or on our Twitch channel or on the Facebook page, and for those of you joining us at Wizard World, we want to thank you for our partnership, Wizard World out there, and on our Legend of the Traveling TARDIS Facebook page. Don't thank us, thank our friends, GeekInsider.com. This whole show is powered by GeekInsider.com. Don't forget to subscribe.
At Geek Insider, we foster relationships with those in the geek sphere so we can give our audience the insider view of entertainment, tech, and more.
And for those of you just joining us, welcome back to Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Basil, and I'm here with our team, Melanie, Dave, Mackenzie Flohr, and we're also joined by Morten, Rongaard, and Andy Hauser from Doctor Who Worlds Apart. Yeah, I gotta get it. Don't forget to check out Doctor Who Worlds Apart, DoctorWho/worldsapart.com. Hey, Cardboard. That's I don't know what do you say to Cardboard when it says hey to you? So I said hey back. I said there. And whoop, Reality Clash. How you doing there, Reality Clash? Now, Mackenzie. Oh, and we're going to say hello to Clark Morgan, Alonzi. Yep, let's go ahead and get this started there. Okay. Any more? Okay. BitSource AML Solution Consulting. They said, when are the new packs coming out? Are the Morse and President packs almost sold out? No, the TARDIS ones are out there. Andy?
Well, I think this is more a question for Morten, to be honest.
Yeah.
Morten? Go for it.
Yeah. Well, the clones and metamorphs have done really well, and yeah, it's almost sold out. The Time Lord Precedent was an amazing fuck up. Actually, we managed to really bomb that whole launch.
No.
No. But it was really good. But our site didn't crash, right? So yeah, we were quite happy with that. But we did a human error, and that just caused the whole thing. Everybody panicked. FOMO was real. We loved it, every second of it, even though we had a lot of support cases we had to manage afterwards. But everything was settled within 24 hours. The error was fixed within an hour, and that's just how tech is, right? But you gotta love it. So we actually managed to sell, I would say, if we calculated a pack every 1.8 second. So we were quite happy. We sold more than 1,600 packs the first 10 minutes. So
Good God. Jeez. Yeah, I noticed when I went in there, I was like, I wonder if anybody's buying the TARDIS. Yeah, that's sold out. I'm not going to get that. That's just not going to happen today.
No, and to be honest, it was quite amazing because we didn't actually, we were just surprised to see that everybody was buying the TARDIS pack, even though, we loved all the other packs. We were really looking forward, and we were just to be honest, in our budget, we were just like, nah, okay, if some people buy the TARDIS pack, really cool, but then suddenly that whole thing just exploded, and yeah, it's generally fun because everybody's now asking for TARDIS pack, and we could just say no, sorry, should have been faster.
Place opens in a couple of months.
Yep.
Speaking of opening packs, Mackenzie, I think we're going to go ahead and get you prepped and ready. Go ahead and share your screen out there, Mackenzie. Let's open up your packs. Go ahead there, my dear. Share your screen out there, and let's get this started.
Yeah, it's giving me a block, so I'm trying to see what do I need to do here. Try capturing a different screen if it continues.
And while Mackenzie's getting this out, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You're going to be hearing this throughout the entire show.
Technical difficulty, gotta love it.
I know. Yeah. So, some people actually just sent a message to me saying that they've joined, so I'm hoping that number climbs up over there. Yay. So Mackenzie, go for it.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to switch browsers here because I'm in Firefox and it is blocking me from sharing.
Well, do you want to give it a test run since I've got my packs up? You ready? You want to do this, Melanie?
Yeah, go ahead. Do yours first. That way I can go ahead and get my seating out of the way. Yeah.
There we go, folks. There are my packs. They are new. I want to thank Doctor Who Worlds Apart and Morten and Andy. We are going to be opening up 3 new packs. Let's check this out.
Dum dum dum.
Dun dun dun.
Simply because I heard you whining so much, Christian. So I was just like, I have to do something about it, right? Because I could just hear that Melanie was just dominating you. So I was just like, I need to save Christian, right? So yeah. So here you
The thing
are.
is, all the saving in the world is not going to help him once we get to the gameplay part.
We're good.
All right. Well, without further ado,
We're
let me
good.
go
I
ahead
can
and do our
beat
first pack.
Christian.
Here we
I
go.
can beat
Bam.
Christian that chest like with a bunch of pawns.
Yeah, that's the core pack. So let's see what you get.
There we go.
Yeah.
All righty. Let's start off with that silver thing right there, the white star. Energy Surge. Disable all objects and mechanical creatures.
It's a great cut.
Yeah. So
Silurian Astronomer. That's cool. I like the name. Reveal the top 2 cards of each player's future. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, what? No, that's fine. He'll
Moving
play it
on
early.
around.
He'll play it
The
early.
Genesis Arc. Shut up. The Genesis Arc. Wow. Indestructible. After blocking a companion, destroy this and summon a bronze Dalek for each presence creature. If you also control the parliament of the Daleks, trigger their exterminate. Oh my goodness!
Ooh.
And look, yeah, I was just gonna point that out. Yeah, that's
What's that?
totally legendary. That's
legendary.
Diamond in the middle.
Legendary?
That's legendary.
Diamond in the middle.
you can see the diamond.
Oh, the diamond right there.
Yeah.
Can you see my cursor right there? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Don't tell him this stuff.
I'm pointing to it. Can't you see my hand? I'm pointing to it right at the screen.
I can't see Jack right now. Okay, eaten by shadows. Ooh, destroy any organic creature. You guys are just gonna hate life at the next game. And finally, we have Wounded Crephaeus. No. I remember that episode. Can attack creatures directly and is unblockable when doing so. Wow.
Sweet. Stabs himself in the heart.
Oh, unbelievable. All right. Where are my packs? Where'd you guys go? There they are. I'm worried here. So, without further ado, let's do. Oh, I got a TARDIS pack. Traveling TARDIS pack. But you know what? Let's do a Worlds Apart pack first. Let's do that.
Yeah, the Time Lord President. Let's see.
Yeah,
there you go.
New set.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, that was great. Oh, I got no cards.
Okay, that was strange.
Yeah, that was. Well, let me go back and let me see if we can regenerate that. Let's see if that changes things. Okay.
You need to refresh your page.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now as we speak. It just kind of just bugged out.
Everybody on Wizard World and everybody on the Traveling TARDIS are all watching on this page, and it's going to kill your website. Everyone's there.
I know it is. That's
every set's going to be sold out by the end of the show.
Oh, there we go. There we go. We're back. Okay. Jeez, that was kind of scary. I was like, whoa, I don't have anything. And there we go. All right, let's throw that pack back in there. Get it going. Break it. Yes. Do it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? What on earth?
You know what? I'm just going to leave this alone. I'm not even going to turn this around. Just leave it as this. The Dauntless Prison, when played, place an enemy non-human creature on this until your turn. Add a random upgrade to your TARDIS based on the imprisoned creature's race. Jeez. We have reversed the polarity. Yes, I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Choose the news target for a moment, flash, and ability.
I hope I get to reverse the polarity so I can reverse your polarity and confuse the polarity.
We're going to confuse the polarity there. A flash disable all objects and mechanical creatures. I saw that being one of them. The Ghost. Yes.
Nice.
I got a superhero.
Another legendary.
Flight.
Yeah.
Really? Oh my God. Yeah,
Yep.
it is. Set a creature on fire. No, I'm sorry. Set a creature on fire. Oh, okay. Dealing 1 damage and additional 1 damage at the start of your turn. Reveal all cards in your opponent's TARDIS. Cyber Lord. Another Cybermen you control have +1/+1. Wow. This is good. Army Assault Squad. Oh, you got one of those. At the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to the leftmost enemy creature. So whoever's ever sitting on my left is going to hate life right now.
Yeah.
That's a great card.
11 Fez. Yes, I love that. That's
Ah.
a card. Yes. Give a creature +0/+2. If the target is a doctor, give it an alacrity as well.
Alacrity.
Alacrity.
Alacrity. Yes, he doesn't understand what alacrity is.
Shut up.
Beat him.
We do have Google, you freak.
Ah,
Unit position.
We got
When
this.
played, cleanse a human. Heal a human by 2. Wow. Gotcha.
Another War Doctor.
Oh my god.
That's his second War Doctor, is it not?
And now I actually regret
Oh.
giving Christian the pack, so I'll just reverse that.
You're not going to reverse my polarity, pal. There we go. Eaten by shadows, destroy an organic creature. So we got, oh wow, I got 2 War Doctors. You guys are just going to hate life. I'm sorry.
No, well, no. We're not, because you can
No.
you can only have 1 War Doctor in your deck. Am I correct, Andy?
Oh, really?
Yep.
Correct.
Anything that's labeled
Oh.
as companion is unique,
Yeah.
or must be
Got
unique.
it there. Alrighty, let me go ahead and then we'll
Pick one and
after
run
the
with it.
break we'll go ahead and get Mackenzie going out there. Let's see. Wow. Let's see here. One more pack, the TARDIS pack. Let's go.
Oh, good
Woo,
lord.
woo, woo. Okay, there we go. Yes. White Star time. Unit scientists gather intel. Okay. Oh, that's it.
Cool.
Cybermat, sacrifice this and gain 1 more turn. Wow. Okay. Oh! The 12th Doctor. After you cast a flash, add a copy of it to your TARDIS. Cast a My Repair Kit on a creature from the past. Let's check that out. Creature, Ice Warrior, Armor 1. Richard Ashton will love that one.
Ice Lord.
Ice Lord.
Just a
Nice
warrior. It's a
warrior.
lord, brother.
Well, we'll make him a lord. A pterodactyl.
It's funny.
Hey, I got flight there going. This one looks at these 3. You can tell they got numbers. So let's do the ones without numbers. Chameleon Arc. Oh wow! Change a creature's race to the race of another creature. Give the owner of that creature a
Oh, and it's got the doctor's journal in the background too.
Oh wow!
See, there's Rose
Yep. You got
There's
this
all-
deck.
hurting people in the fields already for those
Time
Rose shippers
Fisher.
out there.
Choose a creature, add it to your opponent's future, or add it to your future. Add it to the past. And Gallifrey
Oh,
Falls no more. Put a card from the past into your future.
Love that painting.
Got it. Let's do this one.
I have no idea where you're going because it keeps going.
Cyberman. Mendosian Cyberman. A deck can contain any number of cards named Mendosian Cyberman. And last but not least,
Another Mendosian Cyberman.
Grand
Right.
Marshal Guard, Armor 1. Give your other Ice Warrior +1 this turn. I love it. I friggin' love these. I don't know what to say.
Play the painting later on because that takes 7 Arton energies.
Yeah.
So like looking at the
So-
numbers, I'm like, okay, how would I play this? And I just
We
like,
are good.
I
So
Can't
let me
get this, man.
I'll stop sharing the screen, or let me go ahead and remove. And wow, 2 War Doctors. I like it. I like it. So anybody out there in our chat, what do you think? What you have any questions for Morten or for Andy? Please let us know out there. If you have any questions about Doctor Who World's End, Doctor Who Worlds Apart. Don't forget their website. So this is going to be cool. Mackenzie, are you ready? Do you have?
Am I still echoing? Because apparently there's an echo now on this browser.
Oh no! Oh,
yeah. See, there's an echo.
Okay.
I've been
There we go. Okay.
I've been muting her.
Oh.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, you know what? When we return, Melanie and Dave, you both have packs right now, right?
I have a pack. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. We'll try to see if we can work out Mackenzie's technical difficulty while we can. What's up, Melanie?
Mackenzie, go to the
Oh,
private
Mackenzie,
chat. while we're
sorry.
in commercial. I got you, girl.
Okay, we're going to go to a commercial break. When we return, we're going to work out the tech issues, and we're going to open up Dave and Melanie if we have time. We're definitely going to try to see if we can get Mackenzie up and running there. When we return, please continue to stay logged on, tuned in, and continue to be part of the legend.
Meet the Doctor.
I'm the doctor.
But not the one you were expecting.
All right, sexy. It's time to go home.
Doctor Who Velocity. Streaming now.
This is Cosplay Michael with the Hanging Us Love Show. I want to tell you about my friends at Embellis Effects in Orlando, Florida. They've got makeup, costumes, and props for all of your costume needs. And the team at Embellis Effects is helpful and friendly. Embellis Effects is one of my favorite places, and I know it will be yours too. I'll see you there. Or go to embelliseffects.com. And remember, cosplay is for everyone.
Oh, brilliant! It's hard to believe that in the 56-year history of the greatest sci-fi television show in the English language, there has never been a fan guide to Doctor Who. The official books might give you what they think you need to know, but only a guide written by a true fan will give you what you really want to know. Join Whovian, the brilliant Mackenzie Flohr, as she takes you on an intensive journey inside the world of the first female Doctor. In the Binge Watcher's Guide to Doctor Who, Season 11. Right, let's get a shift on.
I keep forgetting to remove that. I keep removing that. For those of you listening to the audio, I'm an idiot. I'm a total idiot there. Yeah. Again, for those of you just joining us, welcome to the Legend, the Traveling TARDIS. For our friends at the Wizard World, we have our friends from Doctor Who Worlds Apart. You want to check out all their stuff that's going on right now. You're seeing us doing the unpacking videos tonight, and we're joined by Morten Rongaard and also Andy Hauser from Doctor Who's Worlds Apart. You can check out their website, Doctor Who, one word, -Worlds Apart. Check it out. We're trying to do our unpacking, and we'll get to it. We'll try to get to it there, but we're going to continue on. And I believe Dave or Melanie, you want to try to do an unpacking? What's up?
I think Mackenzie should go.
Is she ready?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Hey. She is by the magic of technology and her sending me her info so I can log in as her.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, bring it
Yeah,
up.
because for some reason, if I'm on Firefox, it blocks share, and if I'm on Chrome, I'm echoing. So I'm like, no, help, you share.
Okay, cool.
Right.
All right,
Oh.
there we go. Ooh, that's pretty.
Wait, I lied. Wrong one.
Oh,
There's two things, and one's mine, one's her. So, sorry, y'all. Maybe, I got a 50-50 shot at this. I can do it. No.
Morten, trust me, we're professional here.
Mackenzie, where do you want to go first?
You pick, my dear.
This is yours. Okay, well.
I'm here for the ride, you know?
Okay, well, hopefully you can see what you're getting.
I can.
Okay, clicking. Come on, click. Oh, I
gotta drag.
Oh boy.
She did in front of the develelers and the CEO.
Trust me, we're professional.
Stupidly.
We're professional.
Yeah.
Oh wow! So we got
Whoa,
six
that
weeping
was
angels and a Silurian card.
You want to do the Silurian first?
Nice, cool.
Do the Silurian first. Okay, here we go.
Mackenzie. Do you want to read them out, Mackenzie?
Let's see. Read looks like the vortex. It's really small, and I see 10.
Exploring.
Yeah,
I
What's on your side? Can you read it, Melanie?
Read the Veritas. So destroy all creatures. I know I can't see.
Oh, read the Veritas. Oh God, no.
Read the
Oh
Veritas.
God.
Oh.
And that's
read
it. That's a 10 up there on the top left or top right. Okay, let's see what else she has.
Ooh.
She has Silurian Sentinels. so that they get a lethargic poison. Ooh, deal 1 damage to a creature. Ooh, girl. Already. Next one is a unit scientist, so she can gather intel. She can plan that. Another creature in the unit. Yes.
For anyone who wasn't on the show, watching the show last week or any of our other when we were opening packs, watch carefully when this flips around. As I say that, it didn't actually spin properly; it just kind of glitched around. These are 3-dimensional cards, so
yeah. So it's not like it's
cool
flat.
when you watch it spin.
It's like the wings are kind of more outward. They're more outward, so when it spins, you see that kind of deal. It's really freaking cool. You got Susan Foreman, Mackenzie.
Yeah. Woo-hoo!
We haven't seen her in anything, anytime, except maybe one throwaway freaking line from the 12th Doctor. So we found her. She's in Mackenzie's deck. Ta-da! Oh, and she gets Rusty. Speaking of the 12th Doctor.
Look at Rusty.
I love Rusty.
So she gets Rusty. He is a companion. He's a Dalek. Because remember, as like we said on the last show, that first line will tell you whether he's a companion, whether it's a object. Because like the 10th Doctor's hat is an object. Dave, what are the other ones? Stop drinking something.
Creature, generic creatures. Also got the species next to them. So like Susan has companion, so she's unique, and then Time Lord.
Yes, so I want to show off to these two that we actually kind of know what we're
exactly.
paying attention. Damn it, kind of. Let's see.
There's a couple other kinds, and I've lost them off the top of my head.
You mean like?
Of course, I have.
So here's another object. This is the cryo chamber. Preserve a friendly creature on this, or resummon a preserved creature. Ooh, that's a nice little mulligan card. It's like, Christian, think you could play something on me? Bam, Mackenzie, brought him back.
Our folks who are maybe watching, I do apologize for the flashing. If you have issues with flashing images, I'm sorry. We'll continue. We'll try to see if we can get rid of that flashing there.
What? What? Mackenzie, you get 2 Susan Formans. Well, you know what? That will actually be handy because somebody can go to the marketplace and sell them because of this awesome little blockchain technology. That card is yours, girl, and you can go ahead and sell that to the highest bidder. Or however it works. I don't know. But I just know that it's yours and you can sell it. So I don't know if you want to sell it in money or donuts or, I don't know, Doctor Who's like sonic screwdrivers. It is what it is. That's what I was blinking at me.
Gold Quest Platinum. Wait, wrong show.
Get your genre right here.
Okay.
All right,
I have to refresh. It's
it's glitching out.
I think it's the share.
I think it's because it's sharing so much.
Yeah, it's triggering something.
Come on, you. It's taking forever. I'm sorry, everyone. Here, I'm gonna stop the share and then just open it up again.
So Andy, we kind of we had a couple of cards that have mentioned things like in your TARDIS or in your future past. Why don't you do a quick explanation on what all of those basic terms are as far as your past and present and all that?
Sure thing. So the TARDIS is really your hand. So I'm just gonna use basic words from other card games. So your hand is the options available to you, and your future is the deck from other games. We call it the future. The past is the discard pile or the graveyard. So where cards go when they are used or destroyed. And the present is the battlefield. So that's where all the action happens. Yeah.
And if I remember this correctly, your past is a shared discard pile, is it not?
Yeah, indeed. And that's really unique to Worlds Apart because you can kind of use your opponent's mistakes or advantages as your own advantage. To kind of, you saw you had the, I saw you had the, what's it called? The Gallifrey Falls No More card, right? Add a card from the past to the future. So you can just grab your opponent's destroyed doctor or whatever and use it on your own turn.
Yeah, that's something you couldn't do with a physical card game. That's, I mean, you could, but it would get awkward potentially really fast.
We are testing every feature in physical cards, but it requires a lot of notes and dice and apps to keep track of health and arts run. So it's But it's playable physically if you really, really want to.
So you may notice behind me, I got a whole lot of physical games here. Just saying, I wanna. I know I will.
We wanna.
As it stands, as it is. Obviously, there's so many amazing, cool features that just can't be done with a physical card game. But is there a plan to do a for lack of a better term, a pared down version that can be played just physically?
It's in the pipeline. It's in the design decisions that we can do that. But Morten can tell you more about the licensing issues.
That's the other issue.
A whole other thing.
Yeah, that's a whole other issue, right? Because we only have the rights to do a digital trading card game. But of course, we are discussing with BBC. Now they can see, again, the traction, the community is really helping us, and the more support we can get, we definitely want to pursue that opportunity, trying to get the physical cards and can do a physical edition of it also, right? So, yeah, but it's really hard in this whole, the whole BBC, all the different IPs, who has what and got rights for what. So that's a minefield, to be honest.
Now, Morten, does anybody from Doctor Who Prime know about this? Have they mentioned or said anything? Like, well, this is a really cool idea. Glad you thought about it.
To be honest, I think no, not yet. We are in very close contact with BBC. They're very supportive. They really, they are doing everything they can in order to support us and also help us just getting the whole rights things, because that's another issue, right? There are different stakeholders of the different characters, so that is just a very it's just a lot of talking and a lot of getting clearance on rights and stuff. So yeah, we want to expand even more. We are trying to get Prime involved and but it's hard, right? So they have to balance. They can't just say that now we promote you more than we promote the other projects within the BBC and Doctor Who, right? So,
gotcha. Yeah. All right, Melanie. It looks like we got Mackenzie back up and running. Here we go.
Yep.
And we are opening up another pack.
Here we go.
Pack.
Or not.
Or not.
Holly exterminated itself.
You can almost see Morten, the hand that's not on screen. Morten is copiously writing notes. Like, what? This is
no, but I'm looking directly at the server. And that's why it's strange, because it seems like it's either your some.
It really probably is the StreamYard, because this is browser based, and I think because it's so much data going through just this through the internet. I think it's honestly StreamYard just not able to play well and play nicely with other shared browsers. But we can
swap out for me, Melanie. I've got mine up here, so you can swap out for me. Let's see if I can open this one up, and we can.
Because we opened the last.
I'm sorry, Mackenzie.
The last show we did this.
You can take pictures of it and put it on Traveling TARDIS later.
I can do that.
You know what? We Dave, if you want to go ahead and put yours up, and Mackenzie, we'll try to see if we can get you up and running on the after party. But there is Dave.
Oh, I am trying to drag that on the StreamYard screen.
So technical.
Yeah.
For our friends at StreamYard, you know what to do here. We need we need help.
Yeah, it's simply
no. Really? Really?
Well, everybody, thanks for coming.
We did not have this last time.
It seems like it's blocking something from StreamYard.
Something does not like us today.
Hold on.
It's definitely working.
Yeah,
internet gods are not happy with us.
It's the stream. It's the stream simply blocking something. So
yes.
But now you'll be surprised, because you will get your inbox actually just bombarded with emails, right? So
I remember that.
You get an email. Christian noticed that at the end of the last show, because you get an email for every card with a serial number.
And we are working with an internal message center, so you will get them on your as messages on your profile instead, right? But that's it's in progress. It is being developed and being implemented. So
we got a question from Graham Krause. He says, Christian opened up a big Finnish gun last episode. Yeah, I got
Scorching gun.
Scorching gun. Are Big Finish characters involved companions or masters? That is a good question. Is Big Finish involved with this? Because I had a Scorchy gun and I had to actually look it up. It's like, I don't remember anything Scorchy wise. And I was like, oh my God, it's a Big Finish.
Yeah, Big Finish is part of this. We want to include them more.
Yeah.
But a lot of different, what you call it, extended universes and stuff like this.
And I love it, 'cause there's not a lot of games that have done that kind of expansion yet.
We just getting started, Dave. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a scary thought. You guys go into Big Finish, you could probably go on for years, opening new. I mean, the realms are endless. So who you can pull out over there? Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
There we go.
K9.
K9 Mark 1. I think there's multiple K9, right? They have the different Mark editions. I think I have a Mark 3 somewhere too.
Yeah, we have those two right now.
The Foretold.
Oh wow! Okay.
Wow.
The Mummy from the Train.
Orient Express.
I'm now even more jealous.
Yeah.
And my doctor can beat up your doctor. Yeah.
Well, I haven't found my doctor yet in my
Silurian Sentinels.
I'm waiting for Sand
And then a Black Diamond. Very nice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Nice.
What do we got there?
It's a great one.
Yeah.
I love how all the creatures and the objects aren't just these things like almost every novice fan's going to know, which is good because you have novice fans that can, they kind of like Doctor Who. They're not like crazy. They're crazy not enough to start a podcast on it or anything. But then you do have these amazing deep cuts where you're just like, ooh, those are like the where Christian was like, oh, this is I hate that scene and stabbing me in the heart and blah blah. It's all these little. So if you're a novice fan, you're gonna get the Fez. If you're like really like to Graham before with Big Finish, it's the gun where you're like, wait a minute, that's. Oh, you got to be ultra fan for that little kind of trivia tidbit. So it's really neat, kind of when you flip these cards over to see what y'all picked.
And it's like Christmas for me because it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It brings back like the memory of Vincent and the Doctor. I mean, I was like, wow, I wasn't even expecting that to be a card, and that's a card. And it's just like, I wonder what other characters and situations and events have been brought back that are going to be in a gameplay, and that's just an exciting thing. Well, speaking of exciting things, we're going to go to a commercial break. When we return, we'll work out our final. We'll see if we can get Mackenzie up and running. What's that?
We have Mackenzie, so after commercial.
Okay, we'll do it when we return. Please continue to stay logged on.
That's it.
Load the first pack.
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing is,
just be quick.
Even though I dragged it over and then it kind of went blank, it didn't. These guys is the Doctor Who Worlds Apart browser is so well built that it must have noticed the glitch and it just put the deck right back where it was. So it's still not like you go over there and like, oh well, I just ruined the whole fun of unboxing. No, you're good to go on this. So even if you have weird connectivity, you're on a dial-up link from 1992 on AOL. These guys, they got this locked down. Don't worry.
Okay. Speaking of AOL, we will return to you to stay logged on, tune in. I don't know what that segue was about. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Claudia Christian with some exciting updates in the Sinclair Method world. First of all, we launched our new coaching page. It's yoursinclairmethod.com, so you can go there and book a session with one of our fabulous coaches. You can also reach that page by visiting c3foundation.org. It's at the top of the landing page of the website. The second piece of news is Journeys is out. Woohoo! This book has been a long time in the making, and it is available in Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your local bookstore, and there's a limited amount of signed copies at c3foundation.org. So get your copy of Journeys now and visit the coaching page for some wonderful support. If you're on the Sinclair Method, you can book a session with a variety of different coaches. Take care and be well.
Experience Samara's adventure as she imagines the people around her change into friendly cartoon animals right before her eyes. Journey with her in this poetic tale, My Cartoon Imagination at School.
You have more options than ever before when choosing a film, a television or internet series, a book to curl up with, or even a radio show or podcast. Get to know the people who are creating for you. The Hangin' With Web Show, hosted by award-winning author and journalist G.W. Pomacher, is the internet's fastest-growing web talk show series. The Hangin' With Web Show features professional, yet casual, in-depth interviews with creative arts and entertainment pros. Meet the people behind a digital revolution in creating more quality content than ever before in the history of media. Find the Hangin' With Web Show on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, or simply go to www.hanginwithshow.com. That's www.hanginwithshow.com.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend. Become part of the legend by subscribing to our YouTube channel, youtube.com, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Help us get up to 1,000. And without any further ado, let's get back to Mackenzie. Here we go.
Woo!
Fingers crossed. Yay. Let's do it. Oh!
Yeah!
For those of you listening, I apologize. We've skipped a few, but Mackenzie got the 10th Doctor. Good grief.
Legendary. Yeah.
Legendary. Ugh.
In a nice warrior frame. That's a very nice one.
Yeah.
I know. What do we got? Oh, we got Job.
Yeah.
We got Job from The End of the World.
Oh!
See, I love these. I was just like seeing
Yeah.
it's like walking down memory lane sometimes looking at these new characters.
3 lady.
Yeah.
And I can't read that. So tiny.
What is that? Let's just say it's green.
Silurian summoning device.
Yeah.
Mackenzie, I'm sorry, Melanie, I can't hear you. I got you.
It's a Silurian summoning device. Sorry.
Oh, it's a Silurian summoning device. Okay.
Yes, so you can disable a reptile or draw a Silurian from your future.
Gotcha. What do we got next? Let's see here.
Rusty!
Rusty's back.
Rusty's like a bad penny. I
Ken's-
love it. He just
Kenzie,
always shows up. He's like,
I
"Hey,
hate you. I hate you, Mackenzie. I'm going to throw War Doctor at you as hard as I can with that one. What do we got? What do we got?
Disarm!
Disarm.
Remove an upgrade from
Oh.
a creature. And I love that the disarming is the 12th Doctor going up against Robin Hood with his spoon.
Spoon, yeah.
Oh, God.
I love that. Especially when he's putting the glove on. I never can say this person. It's the dissector that's a Silurian. Malo. Malaketh.
Okay.
Malaketh. But yep, another companion, and they are all in on that stealth. So you could reduce an organic creature's maximum health by 1, then draw a card, and it does
Wow.
not break stealth. So you're still in stealth.
Hmm.
But yeah,
That's a
you
card.
got sand shoes. You got sand shoes.
Well, if I can't get 11, I'm happy with 10.
And don't forget to check out all this at Doctor Who-worldsapart.com. Doctor Who-worldsapart.com there. Oh, legendary Shan shoes. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, where do I buy those cards? I think they're sold out.
There's other
No, there should be some. There should be other
you
packs.
should be able to go get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going.
there are other packs, but the premium, the exclusive, and the TARDIS pack has been removed because that ended the end of last month. So,
Okay.
Yes.
So for a friend,
So you can only buy them at the marketplace, which opens end this month. So
gotcha. So BitSource AML Solutions, if you go to the website right now, I see that the packs that they have, Revolution of the Daleks, the Core Pack, the Time Lord Presidential Pack, and the Clones and Metamorphs pack is out there.
Yeah.
So market opens end of the month. Oh, yes. What day is the official launch, Morten?
yeah, there's no official launch yet because it's all subject to BBC approval. So it's
Oh.
it's in test phase right now, but we are aiming very strongly between the 28th and the 31st of March, right? So
Oh,
the end
okay.
Nice.
So
so
fingers
we are
crossed.
very
Fingers
close.
crossed.
The whole thing is just being tested, and just to give you, you'll be happy. So the whole loading thing, which right now is happening in Unity, will be removed. So the loading collection will be much faster. So you won't have that trouble. So only when opening, that will be still in looking really good. But the whole loading collection is back on the platform. So that will definitely improve the whole thing.
Gotcha.
Awesome. I'm sorry, like the marketing part of my background was just like you couldn't have an actual firm launch date. Your launch date was, well, it'll be in Q2. No, maybe Q3. You're like, but I would like a firm launch date. Well, we can't.
Yeah,
BBC, right?
So hopefully by the end of this month, I'm sure we will know the release date as soon.
Yeah,
as we
because
get
there's so many
I get
different
it.
things in it, right? So you need to security audit the whole thing, making sure it follow, just the coloring, following the guide, style guide, all that kind of thing, right? And then so it's just ongoing.
That's true. I didn't even think about like what their brand book must look like, where it's like, no, you will use Pantone colors. Here's the your white space between this logo needs to be this.
No, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
And honestly, sometimes that just limits you, right? Because you want to do really like this, this, and this, and then no, we can't do that because then this stakeholder don't, and the brand guide, style guide, and
it's like, but can we stack the logo? No.
No. But this amount of size between these and just the pack, so it's. But again, they are protecting their brand, so honestly, I don't mind it. It's all about consistency and just making sure that no IP holders on like us maybe go rogue, to get them to understand this whole universe where we actually mix and you can meet different characters in this universe that never have met before. That alone was just like I wouldn't say a struggle, but just like they really had to put some persuade people into just like in their just the stakeholders, like saying no, believe these guys will make it right, but in this whole universe everybody can meet everybody, and you can, again, like Andy was saying, you can play whoever you want to, right? So I think that's the freedom that people really love about this whole thing. So
thanks, Fred.
Okay, so Mackenzie, here's some more cards.
Let's do this.
Here we go.
Oh,
the moment. Oh. And you're going to give a creature alacrity, which Christian, go ahead and Google. Or don't let him know what the moment actually is. So your next card is Power Depletion, which is another moment. So you can you spend 2 times your Artarn, your energy, so that you can remove that amount of the Artarn energy from your opponent until your next turn. Little strategy there.
Yeah.
Boat 1. Creature. I'm like, give a friendly creature flight. So if you control a doctor, give all your friendly creatures flight. Oh, you can give somebody the gift of flight.
Why? Oh, so in other words, I can make a Fortnite character fly without that.
Yeah, pretty much. But in the world of Doctor Who Worlds Apart, your next card is Drain Power. So it's another moment. You can, this is like a moment pack. So you can remove 2 Artarn energies from your opponent on their next turn and then draw a card. Last but not least, you got K9 Mark 3 companion. When played, add a Sonic card from the past to your TARDIS. So you can activate an object.
For those of you who are questioning about Mark 3 is actually Sarah Jane's K9. From K9 and Company, and then she eventually, the Mach 3 is the one that ends up in Skull Reunion, the one that's by her side at the end there. Now, just to throw everything off, I went into the Doctor Who Worlds Apart wiki. Alacrity. Cards with Alacrity can attack and use abilities immediately after being played. Alacrity is primarily found on creatures, since objects and phenomenons can be activated immediately by default. So
That's
just
on
for
me.
people who didn't know.
I was hoping you'd stay in the dark, but I figured if I poked
No,
you too much,
no,
you'd
look
read
it up. I Googled it. That's what you said for
Sarah.
Googling it. Well, we got 1 minute left.
It's still loading, so
I'll say it's going to take that minute
Well,
to
we can take that to the after party, but Simon Leavesley, why are we talking about here the time and relative dimensions of space object? Yes, you're on a Doctor Who podcast, so yes, we are talking about the.
So we're talking the card game.
Yeah, but we're talking about
Doctor
Who Dash Worlds Apart. There we go. Let me bring that back up for those of you who need the website.
Bam!
Gotcha there.
Oh, we got some TARDIS. Nice.
Now, I'm going to
TARDIS Blue.
Yeah, TARDIS Blue.
Okay, going fast. The Parliament of the Daleks. That's your first one, which is a phenomenon card, which I don't think we've had a phenomenon card yet.
I think so.
Knew someone was going to do that. Mana, thinking it's phenomenon. Scorching the ray gun.
Depends on which version you're on. There we go.
Scorching gun.
You got companion Bill Potts. When destroyed, if Cyber Bill Potts is in the past, shuffle her into your future. Oh, that's so sad, but that's actually really, really
it means
well
a lot.
played card.
It means a lot because she's an LBGT and I am a part of that community too. So that one means a lot to me personally.
We have Scrimshaw or Chim. I could never say his name. Tim Shaw. The broken, or I just call him the teeth guy. So when this damages an organic creature, destroy that creature. And last but not ever least, Edane, the tribal leader. So you have another companion. So on this particular deck, you got 3 companions, an upgrade, and a phenomenon.
Cool.
It's the Muppets Tonight version. It counts.
I know. Speaking of which, phenomena. For those of you who are listening to the audio podcast, thank you for joining us. For those of you who are watching on the Wizard World and the YouTube channels and all of that, stick with us. We're going to go move on to the after party. Thank you so much for those of you listening to us, joining us. Please continue to stay logged on, tune in, and become part of the legend. Yep, there we go. And for those of you sticking around with us, thank you for joining us. Thank you for continuing. We've got one more pack to open up. This is exciting.
Yeah.
I love this. Here we go. For a special after party.
Just to give some insight on this one, because I saw your last episode where you discussed this. This Revolution of the Daleks are predefined 5 cards in a standard frame. So that's why you got the same cards the last time. Where you discussed that. So
okay.
Yeah, when I went back on to the page, it's like, oh, if I actually read, what I was purchasing, and that's going, ooh, I want this, and I want this, I want this.
Yeah, and this is where FOMO gets real, because we had people our users just coming in buying 10 packs, and then they found out, I should have read before because actually design them, right? But the cool thing with standard frames or core frame is that you can level them up in gameplay. So a standard frame can be leveled up into actually a black diamond by gameplay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. We went through this.
And then you unlock
twice, in fact.
Dave, if you weren't so far away in Canada, I'd smack you.
I'm surprised.
Someday I will meet you in real life.
I'm surprised you just have not gone through the TV.
I accept this.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got everybody got the standard pack there. There's people. I bought this because he was like, "Oh, it's only $3." We can go.
No, but the cool thing is that again, taking into you might sell a lot of these where you can see that because you can level them up in gameplay, then suddenly the scarcity comes in place, right? Because some of these, some will play and upgrade them, and some won't. So definitely what we see about the quantity of some of these during gameplay being actually upgraded will be, I think, very, very low. And suddenly, let's see,
Right.
But it's a cool thing. We got that in place exactly to release it when the Revolution of the Daleks were out, so we could do it almost instantly. We were ready to push the button before actually the Revolution of the Daleks episode was shown in television, but we weren't allowed to it. So we were just like,
spoilers.
No, but we couldn't do it. So
is that going to be a thing that might happen again? Episode ends and boom, here's a pack.
It might be. I can't.
Might be.
Yeah,
Might
I
be.
think our community has definitely found out that I'm not normal. I'm maybe a very different kind of CEO. So I think, if I'm just like bored on a Saturday night or a Tuesday evening, I'm just like, let's just. Last night I just tagged Elon Musk saying, I'll buy a Tesla if you will just go in and buy some packs with Dogecoin. so suddenly that whole thing exploded, right? It's just like, and this is the problem when all my devs are off and I'm just bored, because I'm just like, we need to do stuff, right? We need to stir this whole thing up and just be crazy. And I think that's why our community is just growing, because they know we're not normal and we're not trying to be normal. So, yeah.
Yep.
There's a comedian out there. I forgot his name. I think it's I can't remember. He's bald, but he has a CD out that it's called "If You Buy This CD, I Can Buy This Car," and he has a picture of a car that he wants to buy on his comedy CD. I'm just like, more power to you there, sir.
Yeah.
My goodness. So does anybody have any packs left, or?
Oh yeah, I can stop with this.
I think Morten has something he wants to show off, though.
Yeah, I think there's something cool.
What's that?
Sorry, who?
Was that you who in our chat? You said you had a secret you wanted to.
Oh yeah. No, I want to do a secret. I wasn't sure you were ready for the secret.
Without saying it,
Yeah,
at this point.
Yeah. No secret. Everything is out there. So. No, it was just because I know our community is really supportive in this whole thing, and we always try to do small Easter eggs and just small secrets for them. So I just wanted to share my screen, and then
here it comes. And
just to show you actually this frame, which you not unlock, but you unlock the card itself.
It's a Cybermite.
Oh, God.
It's a Cybermite, y'all. Oh, the lights are glowy.
So this looks so cool. So this is one of the new frames which will come out at some point. We can't say when. And then I actually want to show you something. And this Cyberman has not been revealed, not even to the community, not even actually to my partner. So Tony, if you're watching, very sorry, but I know you are.
I applaud how many browser windows you have up, sir. I absolutely
honestly, I had to close all the browsers because I know my community is watching, and they're
already going. What is it? Yeah, they're like, click.
But I want you to see. I want you to see this one because this is what we are working on right now. This is the launcher, which will be possible at some point here in April, maybe March.
You guys have the most beautiful art for your cards too.
Yes.
Can you identify the planets?
I'm right there with the
Gimme.
But this is some of this cool thing we're working on, right? And especially that whole launcher where you'll be able to download it. You can. We're moving the 3D element from the website itself over in the launcher. Because that's where the deck building will be. Also, will come out soon. We'll be interacting with our founder token holders. They will be able to come in, test the whole thing around, and then will be public launch to everybody, so they can start building decks. And that whole launcher will be ready within that time. So yeah.
And I know we touched on this in our previous episodes, but for those people who don't want to invest the money into buying these packs.
Yeah.
Tony mentioned that that's not going to be a mandatory thing.
No. Maybe Mandy, you can tell about our free decks we will have, which is free decks, non-NFTs. But Andy can take that one.
So upon starting the game, you can, when the full game is launched, there will be a tutorial where you can kind of play through 3 scenarios with 3 decks. Before that, you will also be able to have the decks because we need you to test the game, of course. So one deck is based around Daleks, and it will feature a lot of simple cards and just a few unique complex cards. And then another deck will be all about the Silurians and dinosaurs, and then the Cyberman as well. So you'll have those. It's probably not going to be exactly 120 different cards because some decks will share cards. Like you might need the Energy Surge and 2 of the decks, for example. But yeah, you'll have plenty of stuff to do for free.
And you can mix those ins with the ones when you're building your own deck. You still have access to those with the ones you purchased, or those set decks?
Yeah, I believe so, right? Right, Morten?
Yeah. No, again, talking about the deck building or talking about the game itself, because once you've got into that, if you don't have any NFTs, right, or these cards, your special limited edition cards, then you will only be able to play with these decks. We're trying to do a match so you don't need like a very a super advanced user who's just played this forever, right, and have a very sophisticated deck. So we try to do matchmaking in with that, and that's a whole different story. But in when you're starting with this whole thing, then you'll be able to mix. If you don't have enough cards, then you'll have this starter deck, and then you can mix it in between maybe some core packs or whatever it is. Because again, that's what we try to do with Worlds Apart. We try to balance so we don't punish people who come in late, like in a year or 2 years down the road, where they can still unlock and actually get access via the core packs to our season 1 packs, also our season 1 cards. So they will always be able to get that because they are in it for the game. They're not in it from the collectible side aspect of it, but we still give them the chance of leveling up cards within the core packs. So I think it's a very well balanced thing where we try to bridge the collectible side and the NFT believers together with just gamers who just want to play the game, basically.
I do love that thought process for people who come in late, who might be coming in later in this, that they're not going to feel left out, but people who've been with this are still going to have a bit of a slight advantage. But people who are coming in later, they're going to get some new stuff. They're going to still be enjoyable and still have an equal playing field. For people who've done this for quite some time, so that I love that. I love that.
Yeah, and again, they're not. Again, a lot of games out there are pay-to-win games, right? We don't want to be that. That's why we love the aspect with when Andy and I just come up with that whole like the frame concept. But this is the uniqueness, right? This is where you can do this. It's purely cosmetic. But the card itself, it doesn't matter if you're just a gamer, you just want to play. If you have a $4.99 pack or whatever it is, or some of them will be the same just in the non-NFT, or you have these really cool white point star frames, whatever it is, where very limited, where the scarcity is amazing, that whole thing, right? But we will definitely see whole decks being sold. Like now, I'm selling my whole deck, white point star, all the TARDIS frames, and then you can simply and then. I don't want to use so much of your time, but definitely the whole crafting thing which we're working on, where we are trying to be able to give people a chance to change their card actually within the same frame. So the whole crafting is a separate thing we need to get on a show with, I think, Christian, because our whole future vision with planets, we will be selling planets, we will be crafting, there's a lot of things in the making, which I can't say too much, but this is definitely going to be massive, right?
But I know this is going to be a silly question, but will there be a time where I said, you know what, Mackenzie goes, I want my 10th Doctor with a TARDIS frame, can you switch that out? I thought that would be cool. Or it's like the Cybermite that we had over there. Could we switch frames, or will that be permitted? Just so that we have more of a unique card. Will that be possible along the way?
Yeah, Andy, maybe you can just quickly talk about the crafting idea, which we are working on, right? So.
Yeah, sure. So it's important to mention that we are not increasing the supply of anything. It's just a matter of taking, let's say, a white point star frame from one card and then putting it on a brand new card. And that will create a new serial. So if you're the first crafter to do that, then you will have a serial one of that. But you will lose the old serial. So it's basically like
that makes sense. Yeah.
So we're definitely not the limited supply of this one, the circulation. That won't change, right? So it's not like we're increasing that whole thing. So there will be more white point stars. You have to own a white point star frame in order to do this change. Then suddenly you can build your deck where you maybe just have all the white point stars besides one, and then you want to change that and have the 12th Doctor, for example, and just say, I want that in a white point star. Then later on you can do that, and it's it will be very, very cool.
Well, it's consistent with any other type of digital gaming platform that people want to do different types of mods. So and again, you're doing it with through crafting.
Yeah,
so that's really cool.
And that's why some of these planets, which we will be selling, we will be selling whole planets. We again, props also, but it's easy to sell a whole planet, right? It's just like, don't mind the trouble, buy the whole planet. It's just easier, and then you'll be able to craft these resources in order to create these like very special frames or do the whole crafting thing, right? So that alone will be mind-blowing. And then people can walk on their own planet, they can build a museum, they can display their cool Serial Ones cards or digital arts, which we're also working on with Doctor Who, right? So you saw the Gallifrey, that will be one of the very limited edition artworks we're working on, interactive. As an NFT, so
I just love this, Mackenzie. I see your 10th Doctor, and I have Gallifrey. I'll smash your 10th Doctor with Gallifrey. I got a whole planet for Time Lords to take you out there. So yeah,
just steal it from her when she plays it.
Exactly.
I need that.
I'm just curious. How does gameplay change a value of a card? Does the amount of times that a card wins increase the value, or does it not change anything?
Yeah, but again, it all comes down to what do you as a potential buyer value, right? Because you get XPs, and in order not to be a pay to win, then again we're trying to build, so it's the card gives you some kind of XP, which will again unlock other kind of stuff, right? It won't give you extra power in that sense, because the card is the card, right? No matter if it's a standard frame or it's in a TARDIS frame, that doesn't change. So we are trying to record everything, and again, all the combos, all kind of things, and it has been used. Have I lent this card out or leased it out to somebody who's played it in a tournament? We can track all that kind of thing, and later on, one of my visions is that you can actually almost invest in a player profile, right? Like this one, I'm investing in you almost as an NFT as a player, and then getting recurring revenue on all the things you actually win in tournaments and whatever it is, right? So that's one of the long-term player one out of the mind field, right? So
I love that from a content creator perspective. I love that.
I just think, like, analytically, the fact that you can capture so much data on these cards that no matter how many times they play something, it's almost like an odometer on a car. And it's do people want a higher number, or like a car, they would rather have a lower number? So it's kind of neat to see where your market research has gotten, to think about. You're in such new territory, you get to like push the needle where you want it to go, and then even kind of play with that. So it's really exciting.
Pop my screen up. Okay. Melanie, pop my screen up.
No.
Since that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So this is just the basic, right?
Yeah.
There's so many combinations. Like imagine having a Rusty card, and you have the Rusty that's killed the most Daleks in the entire game. Imagine how sought after that Rusty would be. Yeah, so many combinations with data.
Well, even then, with the card ID, that if maybe people dig the number one, but most really deep dark, into Doctor Who, they're gonna want that 1963 because that's when it came out, and that's the number that's you want.
And that's why, especially with this whole NFT thing, where we quickly saw in our community, they actually got that whole thing with the numbers, like, okay, the 11th Doctor in serial number 11 suddenly actually means a lot, right? So the serial 1 maybe isn't as attractive as the serial 11 instead. So that whole thing is just again mind-blowing. Or if there's a special episode, or you have twins, which with the asset ID is just minted directly after each other. There's so many combinations and so many cool things that actually saying that this is why it has value. And again, with our marketplace, you'll be able to place single listings, you'll be able to place bundles, and you'll be able to describe, add a description to it, like why does this have the price it has? Because often you see marketplaces just have a price, and if it's a standard frame and this card like Strax in this bronze frame, why is he why does he has a different price than the other one? What makes him different, right? And often it's like people can't really see through that whole thing. So now by adding this whole stats to it, and also a description saying that, oh, but this asset ID or this combo is actually why it's rare or why it has a meaning. So you can do references, you can do all these kind of things to it. Adding a history. So
I could just see that something like this, Melanie, if we go onto like when they start opening up places like MegaCon stuff, I wonder if we're able to like get a panel room and just play this game all day.
Right.
That would be that would be
Can you
amazing.
play this on a tablet or can it be any browser based?
Yeah.
I wonder if you could play it on your phone.
No, phone we definitely want to look into because again our board is quite complex. So to be honest, it's something we will definitely pursue in order to see how we can solve it. But it needs again we're just focusing about a good player experience. That's all that matters. It needs to make sense so we don't for the user, right? So otherwise it would just be a bad experience. We don't want to do that. We will rather than just exclude that device until we can provide a proper solution. Even though we are in a minefield right now because our website often it's just with this whole because we are bridging a normal e-commerce system together with web or Unity WebGL, and Unity WebGL, to be honest, is not the best in the world, but it solved some of our things. But now we can just make it better, right? And then we have the whole blockchain aspect to it also, right? Where we're bridging and calling and pinging our blockchain to make sure that as soon as you open something, it's verified by our e-commerce system, and then it's sent off to the blockchain, and then it's minted, reporting back, and you will get your certificate. And everything happens within, sometimes it takes a while, but often it takes a couple of minutes. Then you have everything. So we're constantly also developing that whole side of it, interacting or integrating with other networks. We will now be interacting with the mainnet, of course, with Ethereum. Then it will be Polygon, which we will be integrated with. Then Binance, Smart Chain, Samsung blockchain wallet also, and then just see how it goes.
Well, Christian, I mean, this might not necessarily be the best game that when in the gaming sections of conventions where everyone usually brings their cards or something and everyone have to bring a laptop. But this would definitely be something where for us, hint, hint, when we do a panel, hint, hint, we could play in front of people.
Yeah.
And, help
now, the problem is streaming.
And,
we need a different streaming provider, Melanie. So
again, sorry, marketing.
No, definitely.
It's right here. More planets.
No.
Nail them down, Mackenzie.
It's absolutely fine. I think again, we definitely also want to pursue that whole thing with the whole influencer streaming, right? Because honestly, I want to hire people just sitting and playing all day, right? Creating content. You can play against leagues. We can do AMAs. We can
Twitch
do
is
AMAs.
crazy.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I
sessions and just
it is.
Invite people into an interview and just interview them while we're playing, right? Just have a talk about all this kind of thing. It's just a funny thing and a different way to explore this whole Doctor Who universe, right? So
I can see Dave getting excited about this moment.
Sometime in August.
Both of us are having similar thoughts. It's like he's the gamer, and then me being the author of the Binge Watcher Guide, plus having already the Twitch community. It's like, ooh.
Well, just saying is when conventions open up over here and we do something in August, don't be surprised if you get an email from us saying, "Hey, you want to go a quick thing just to show a bunch of people in the panel room? We promise it won't be this late at night."
Yeah.
No.
It'll actually be at a respectable hour.
No. Honestly, we don't mind, right? Because often when I'm in the US before this whole Corona thing, that whole thing was actually hard because the whole time zone alone, right? In the US, then I'm in just talks all day, meetings, and then you come back, you get a couple of hours sleep, and then 11 o'clock, your team says morning, and then you actually work all night, and then you get a couple of hours of sleep, and then you start all over, right? So no, I like this, time of the hour. So it's just fantastic. So don't mind, and also just to say that the whole audio aspect, you will love that. We're working on that right now. So So the whole interaction when one card meets another one, if they have a history, then some cool audio lines will come out. So
directly from the show.
Yes.
Directly from the show, yeah.
I used to joke about working at a theme park where I was going back between first and third shift, and I said I literally saw myself as I'm walking into work, clocking in. I see myself walking out, clocking out that same day. It's like I've had that job, and I said I can't
me too.
sleep. It's really
it's hard. It's hard,
Yeah.
but it's even for me. I like doing all my stuff at night. I like playing my video games at night. I'll be up playing, like right now I play Genshin Impact. I'm usually up till like 4 a.m. on Twitter or YouTube. And I'm just playing.
At some point, I became an old person and was just like, "Oh, it's hit 9 o'clock." Otherwise, I stay up. I'm going to be up till 3. That's fine.
Now, Andy Morten, quick question. We are planning to do a live play of this game. Do you think an hour is long enough for this, or do you think maybe we should give more time to this?
I think
maybe we should do this on a
playing Christian. That's the problem.
If it's Christian, we're gonna need 2 hours because he's just gonna take that long.
I gotta
figure
Google
it out.
up what Alcrity is and all that stuff.
Alcrity.
I gotta Google stuff because now
yeah. No, definitely. I think, again, it doesn't matter if it's only 1 hour. We can do longer. For us, it's just all about sharing that whole experience. Get to know our game. This is what we're doing, and we want to improve it. Want to make this game the best ever, right? So I think right now also what we can see is that we're doing a lot of cross-promotional stuff in the background, right? We're working very closely with Maze Theories, Time Fracture, that whole thing, and we have some cool stuff in pipeline for that whole also, right? So we see ourselves like the world apart, like the glue, that suddenly we are this game where all these different projects within the BBC suddenly we can do cross-promotional because our universe is just massive.
I know, and it's like with saying that with Melanie with her whole entire marketing thing. But the first thing is, I'm like, oh, I already got to talk to my publisher at Binge and see what we can do to collaborate. I was like, oh, we got to do this.
Yeah.
For me, all of a sudden, an Excel spreadsheet pops up on the timeline. It's like,
yeah. It's like once you get into that marketing, it never stops.
So we definitely want to do all this, right? We have so many cool stuff just in pipeline, just to reveal for everybody. So yeah, we love it. It's different. It's a different game, even though we are in a genre where we're in between Magic and Hearthstone. Everybody knows it, but just exploring this whole Doctor Who universe is just amazing. And I think we can see that also people who never played a trading card game before, but because they know the whole Doctor Who universe, we will see them actually quicker onboarding this whole game because they know the whole story, they know the abilities, they've seen this episode. So I'm really curious. I'm really looking forward to seeing people coming into, just finding us basically, because it's all about, like you said, marketing, right? And this whole thing is just like you need millions in order to reach everybody. But I think slowly we will see people coming in, and we definitely want to be much more involved with actors, who's been in. We have some few actors actually on the show who's also in our Discord and our Telegram. So yeah, we want to just share this whole thing, right? The more we can share, the better. So
Melanie, could you imagine if we had like celebrities from Doctor Who playing the game with us?
Well, we already have a list of people we interview and just message on the side going, "Are you busy tonight?" No,
exactly.
Why? Would you like to on a show? Sure.
Speaking of that, Christian, I actually sent Melanie a question about a game. I'm like, how difficult would it be to get this many people from Doctor Who together? Because it's like my brain was like going, okay, I have an idea.
Yeah. It's not on the middle of the night Tuesday, maybe pretty well.
No.
I do have to ask actually a moment of truth kind of question. Were you either one of you already a Doctor Who fan when you started this, or was this something that you kind of did passively and then you fell through a rabbit hole of research?
I definitely fall in love with the whole Doctor Who universe. I knew very, very little about it, but the more I was quite quickly in order to explore the whole thing, because again, in Denmark, we don't have access to it, right? Andreas or Andy definitely had, he knew about Doctor Who, but I have to say a shout out to our whole dev team and the whole team behind the scenes also, not only Andy, but our game design team is just amazing. The knowledge they possess in this whole thing has even impressed BBC, right? So that's just amazing to be a part of, and just see them, just sharing knowledge, saying this episode, this one, and our lore keeper, and just like back and forth. It's just amazing to be a part of, and I really love it, right? I'm more like the tech geek, like blockchain stuff, but the more I actually find out about the whole Doctor Who universe, the more I love it, because I see the same kind of depth like we've seen in Star Wars and Star Trek and some of these. I feel we have equal the same amount of universe behind it. So.
Absolutely.
Andy, we got to wrap up. We got to say goodbye to Wizard World, but you got the final word on this. Tell us a little bit about your geekdom of Doctor Who there, your love and passion.
So I'm in the same boat as Morten. I only really dived into this because of the project. And Morten mentioned our lore keeper. He's called Esben from Denmark as well. He's the first person we contacted because in our network he was the god of Doctor Who. His only job is to ensure that we follow the canon and that everything makes sense in the universe. So, and then we have the rest of the team who kind of bring everything together, but the lore keeper has the final say on many things, and of course BBC as well.
Yeah.
There you go. BBC, we say lore keeper, is this a BBC thing, like approvable, or should we change something?
Which is great. So you have somebody that's already got the knowledge here without having to go through a brand book to go, hold on a second. They can go, no, that's the wrong color. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And for myself, I spent more time on the Doctor Who, the TARDIS wiki than I have watching episodes. I've spent on average 3 hours a day for 1 year on the TARDIS wiki.
Good man.
Just reading stuff.
Good.
So I have a lot of knowledge there, but not quite as much as our lore keeper.
Yeah.
Well, folks, thank you all for joining us. Wizard World's kicking us out, but thank you all, everybody. Oh, thank you, Crichton. Great show. Really enjoyed it. Great collaboration of Who Minds. Yeah. Again, don't forget Doctor Who-Worlds Apart, Doctor Who-WorldsApart.com if you want to check out all the stuff. You can unwrap your own package and see what amazing things you'll have. And as you see on the bottom here, don't forget. Oh, we're getting back. I'm going backwards. Sorry. That's okay. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Help us grow to 1,000. We've had quite a few people subscribe. We're almost getting there. We're still a bit of a way there, but we want to thank everyone. And we want to thank our partners at Wizard World. We want to thank Melanie. We want to thank Andy. We want to thank Morten. We want to thank Dave. And we want to thank Mackenzie. Almost didn't have our packs open tonight. And don't forget to join us at the Facebook page, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. And please continue to stay logged on, tune in, and become part of the legend. Good night, folks. And thank you.
Thank you.